Boulder, Colorado, 1985. What a year. What a town. Jules just knew she had a second chance. She could feel it. She felt like she could be revived, reinvent herself. A lot had already changed. She left her stick in the hole husband back in CT. And here she was in Boulder, the year of the harmonic convergence. She knew some good things were going to happen. The bell on the door tinkled as she went into the crowded coffee shop. Jules, my Juliet, did my heart love till now? Forswear I sight, for ne'er saw true beauty till this night. Hey, Frank, how's it hanging? What must be shall be, she answered. They had a game going between them ever since the first time she'd come into the bookstore cafe. Frank had been smitten with her green eyes and silky blonde hair, her slow yet confident smile, and then, after she paid for her coffee, she winked and tipped him with a 5. Reading his name tag, she said, "Have a great day, Frank." She turned and walked away. He watched her backside intently. What a nice backside it was. Back and legs and arms strong, muscular. That made him wonder if she was a rock climber. Next time she came in, he'd ask her. Then he had the presence of mind to say, "You know my name, what's yours?" And she said, "Juliet, but call me Jules." That's how it started. And now, a year later, she was running out of comebacks. Juliet didn't have as many lines. Maybe she would change her name to who? What female character would she want to be? Something to think about. A few days later, Jules walked in and the bell tinkled, and she noticed the guy she had been seeing around town. He was sitting alone with an unopened book, sipping a chai tea. Maybe she would talk to him on the way out. Boulder was a meat market. Men and women parading around town, coming into the health food store practically naked. The guy at the table was no exception. Mostly he wore the shortest shorts and a wife-beater t-shirt. He looked like a Greek god, or maybe it was more Germanic. She liked his aquiline nose and blue eyes, and he definitely had been checking her out yesterday at the El Dorado Canyon pool. She and Frank had done a climb and then taken a dip. And just that afternoon, he had been in produce and was checking her out again. So she said, "Mind if I sit down?" And not waiting for an answer, she sat down and said, "My name's Jules. What's yours? I see you around town a lot." He said, "Klaus," and took a sip of his tea. Jules said, "What are you reading?" He pushed the book over to her. She picked it up and was a little shocked by what she read. After a bit, Klaus said, "You probably think I'm a monster." No smile, staring at her, lowering his head, a look of hate coming through. Then he spewed some white supremacy bullshit about how only the chosen will survive. He said again, "You probably think I'm awful." Jules stood up, and out of nowhere, she started laughing, so hard and loud that her belly ached and the tears were streaming down her face. And she said, "No, I don't think you matter at all." After regaining control, she picked up her cup and left, the bell tinkling behind her. Outside, she thought, holy cow, she hadn't been expecting that. Klaus, what an asshole. And here in Boulder, city of New Age love and wisdom. Who would have thought?